Thank you very much. Thank you, dear guests. First and foremost, I would like to, on behalf of the Turkic Council, welcome all of you here. As you know, on the 3rd of October in the city of Nakhchivan, the presidents of Azerbaijan, Turkey, Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan signed the Nakhchivan Memorandum of Understanding. The Turkic Council was established and it pursues its activities in different directions covering 14 different ministries in the respective countries. And in Azerbaijan, in the ancient city of Nakhchivan, this council was established, which shows how important it regards the history of a country. And I would like to thank the Republic of Azerbaijan for organizing this conference. Mr. Barrett, you have mentioned already in the framework of the Turkic Council, a few years ago, we signed a memorandum of cooperation where 4 brother countries started cooperating in the strategic studies as well as in the other areas. And this cooperation platform was established in a centered manner, and the following steps have been taken in this direction. We believe that this project is quite important. We support it. The cooperation within this council is always in the focus of our governments, of our states, and this is already 4th round of meetings in the framework of the Turkic Council. Azerbaijan has always been an active participant of these events in Turkey, in Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. I believe that all parties are quite active. As you know, the geopolitical changes in the world also have some footprints in all our countries. And when usually you are not well prepared even to some sports events, you feel some difficulties. Therefore, we have tried to bring all our mutual interests in one pool, trying to be prepared to the future challenges. What we need to do for this, we need such friends, such distinguished friends like yours and think tanks to have good discussions, to do some analytical studies and prepare them, submit them to our governments and to government institutions to be prepared for such challenges. And for the summit that is forthcoming, we will provide the analysis, the studies that you have prepared to the heads of the states, which will include customs, transport, economy, youth and sports, education, information, communication technologies, all other different sorts of areas where we have joint interests. Around 14 areas, 14 fields are covered. So by doing this, we want to achieve some strategic results. If we want to achieve them, then we have to have the analytical study. So it is carried out on the different platforms. And our main goal, as it has already been mentioned, to submit the mutual result of our mutual work on this platform. We're very much encouraged to say that in the world, in Azerbaijan and Turkey and Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan have very good relationships in different areas. And one of the most significant results or news that we can impart to you, and I've been disclosing this already several times, and we are not hiding this, us and Uzbekistan. The Uzbeki government has some geopolitical changes which we should focus on, because by going out of isolation, taking the new steps in the new direction is great news. And then, after a long time, the Uzbeki president has paid a visit to Turkey. Then the relationships between Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan have been already firmed up for the recent years, which shows that along with the geopolitical trends, it has some influence, but there are some dumpings or challenges that we face together, and we have to work in that direction, because this is our mutual world. We should not forget this, and we can see this very well, and all can confess that if your neighbor has a challenge, has a problem, and if you don't help your neighbor to take some reasonable steps to overcome that challenge, so inevitably this problem will come to you in the future. So therefore, when mutual steps are taken, many conflicts in the region can be solved. So the Republic of Azerbaijan, its state, the Turkish government and its state, Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan have been active in different areas, including the Turkic Council, and thank you very much for organizing this event here in Azerbaijan, that all think tanks come together. I would like to touch upon a few issues, dear guests, dear friends. So, for our region, the greatest recent success was the Baku-Tbilisi Kars railways. They call it the Railway Silk Road, and has been inaugurated already recently. And this is the project which has turned from the dream into reality. As Mr. President, Mr. Hasanov said before, that nobody believed in it, but it is realistic now, which shows that when we put our strength in one place, so no challenge can be an impedance on our path, which our president has imparted clearly and explicitly, as well as all other presidents have. And Azerbaijan and Turkey implementing this project by including Georgia has been supported by Kazakhstan, by our Turkic Council. And the first cargo which reached the Mersin port was the Kazakhi cargo. And this is a strategic, actually, at the same time, apart from the economic, but also a strategic project. And it is not only beneficial for all our member states, but also for the countries in the region, which shows that we have come to some point. Any cargo forwarding from Asia to Europe or Europe to Asia, turning any corridor into the alternative corridor, is not possible to be implemented without our countries being participated. Our president is always saying that we are the proponents of a healthy competition, which means that alternative projects will never be harmful to the region, but will only add more value and open up new opportunities to use it. And holding the strategic studies, having some analytical works in place, getting some tangible results will only benefit all our member states, all our countries. We had a great ICT conference of the relevant ministers of the Turkic countries, Minister of Shipping and Transport of Turkey and Minister of Transport and ICT of Azerbaijan participated there. As you know, Kazakhstan is taking good steps in the field of aerospace activities, and our activities and Turkish satellites allow us good opportunities for cooperation. Then we have TASIM, or fiber optic projects, subsea under the Caspian Sea, connecting Azerbaijan with Kazakhstan. as an expert group, a very good event, very good meeting, and got very good tangible results. And I believe that the results will be delivered by our ministers to the government soon. Then the cybersecurity subject. Cybersecurity subject. In this area, we also have cooperation. Just I've told the press in the morning, the cyber attacks and threats arising from them have reached the point over the normal level. Taking into account the development of technologies in this field, in the field of ICT, most of the countries now do some cyber attacks rather than using the weapons. And it's not difficult, you can imagine, for a person who is quite proficient in this way to do the cyber attacks. And as you know, cyber security is included as one of the threats into the plan of NATO for 2017-2018. We're talking about geopolitical changes. In the context of these geopolitical changes, this is also an important factor. If we miss this, if we don't take this into account, we may face very serious threats in the future, which can undermine our mutual interest and on the interest of all our nations. There is another point. If you look at the figure, on the cyber attack, the capital turning in this area was $75 billion between 15 and 17, and we believe that it will reach 100 billion up to 2020 if we do not take necessary actions. The capital which is circulating in the cyber attack area, and we have to be very vigilant in this case. And ministers and experts had very good discussions for a few days, and they had these discussions which yielded very good results. And one more thing, and I will finalize because we need to allow time for the others. The Turkic Council is not an adversary body to any other body. We should understand this, and our heads of the governments, head of the states, all have already mentioned. We are for peace. We want to bring all the efforts of all of the countries involved in one place, and we want the obligation from different international charters to be adhered to, starting from energy to education projects, from the youth, sports and tourism areas. So by fulfilling all these projects together, we want to bring welfare, friendship to the region, and therefore we cooperate with the UN and the UN institutions by having concluded about 19 contracts with the UN institutions, Southern Caucasus cooperation support with the World Customs Committee, and then with the UN Alliance of Civilizations platform. So we have an official partnership, a relationship. So this is our council about. And in addition to the member states of the council, we have some other good relationships with some other countries like Georgia, Hungary, and now Qatar. And of course the platform is open, and we expect that in the future, for example, Turkmenistan participates on the level of a minister, deputy minister. They are involved in some economic projects. As for Uzbekistan, by the country, they also participate in different hearings. I've forgotten to say one more thing. The alien or foreign terrorists fighting in another country. This is also an acute problem for Azerbaijan, for Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan. So we have to stop these radical terrorists. We're talking about the economic development. So without stability in the region, in a country, it is not possible to achieve. Thanks to the God that in Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, the governments have made all the necessary steps to maintain the stability in our countries. And I believe that the further steps will be expanded in the future. And all our member states and non-member states, if they have the same common interests, they will be involved, and the Turkic Council will only support this. Mr. Ramil, supporting this, I would like, on behalf of the Turkic Council, I would like to congratulate you with the decree which was signed 10 years ago, by which the Center for Strategic Studies was established under the presidency of the Republic of Azerbaijan. I would like to congratulate you again with this anniversary, with the 10 years of establishment of your center. I'd like to congratulate your team, and I believe that this anniversary will continue. There will be more years to come, and using this opportunity one more time, I would like to extend our gratitude to the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, to the Presidential Administration, to the Turkish government for all the supports that have been provided to us. Thank you very much.